Welcome back to One Comic Book a Day, where we're covering Action Comics 115, The Wish That Came True. No, it's not a genie story, it's about a kid who wants to meet Superman and then extract revenge on Superman. Okay, I'm getting behind you. This is actually a pretty simple, subdued story that I was going to be completely fine with. There's not a lot to say about it. It's not one of the stories where the same thing happens over and over again. It just, not a lot happens with it, and it's pretty quick. But thinking about it, I think I might despise this comic. So this comic really wants us to feel bad about this rich kid who has no friends, so he wants to send a letter to Superman. So he attaches a letter to a bird and sends the bird away. I mean, Superman's been found crazier ways. Remember that guy whose book was thrown out the window and Superman happened to be flying around, found the book, and comes in and saves him? I mean, that was way more of a coincidence and crazy way for Superman to find him. But someone shoots the bird and gets the letter. And then Superman arrives to this kid's house, and it's clearly not Superman. He has brown hair, doesn't look like Superman. Though Superman can change his face, a thing he doesn't do a lot and will eventually be forgotten about. This Superman basically uses the identity of Superman to steal a priceless jewel, and by priceless I mean very expensive jewel, from his rich family. The kid is now angry at Superman, is going to go get revenge on him. I'm not sure exactly what he plans to do. If he plans to kill Superman, he's going to have a whole plan and maybe talk to Lex Luthor and a few people about like what does and doesn't work. Maybe kidnap Lois. He doesn't do any of that. He just goes to the Daily Planet figuring he can find Superman there, which actually isn't a bad plan. He goes on and on about this, so Superman gets involved, and by Superman I mean the Clark Kent Superman, the Superman that actually looks like Superman, bright blue costume, red cape, you know, that guy. And then this is really solved pretty quickly by Superman going to the nearby town, figuring out that it has to be like one of the workers. There's a whole bunch of farming people outside this rich person's place that he employs. Okay, I'm starting to get some bad vibes here. And Superman skywrites, "A tornado is coming. I can really not speak today." So everybody thinks a tornado is coming, so Superman watches them and sees who grabs valuables and who happens to have the expensive diamonds, and he finds the guy who is a worker on the farms that this rich guy owns. And now I have to question something. So this is a worker who is essentially being taken advantage of and has to live on his employer's land, which historically has been pretty effing awful. How people end up doing that, creating their own little society of sort of work communities. It's always taken advantage of, like they have to use company money to buy things that are constantly in debt. They never work out and kind of fall apart really quickly because they're corrupt as crap. Man, I really have to stop the cursing. I've already cursed several times. I had to re-edit this. And also, how did this rich guy get this diamond? Is it a blood diamond? I think it might be a blood diamond. There's a lot of things they don't want me to be thinking about towards this rich guy, and how he might be taking advantage of this guy who stole the diamond. I'm kind of on the worker's side here. Let's revolt and see what happens. But Superman puts this all together and is not helping the plight of his fellow worker. Man, this comic really goes back and forth depending on who the hell's writing it. I believe this is Schwartz who's writing it. I should be talking about the writers more often, but a lot of times it's kind of the same writers for a while. And, I'll talk about Otto Bender when we get to Otto Bender, because that's a writer worth talking about. These 1940 writers haven't been all that different from each other. So that is Action Comics 115, not a genie story, and a story that defends rich people from their workers, so screw it. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notifications when new videos up. I do this Monday through Friday. But Fridays is Bat Friday, where I cover a Batman story in either Detective Comics or Batman. Until next time, let's ponder the question, whatever did happen to the Man of Tomorrow? And seriously, where did that guy get that diamond? I have so many questions for him. Okay, have a great day.